Action underway there very shortly here. Lights out, and we're racing in Moto2 here in Phillip Island. It's a good launch away from the middle of that front row by Aaron Canet, who immediately gets the drop on pole starter Aldeguer. The Spaniard will lead into the Doohan corner. In fact, Aldeguer has been picked up as well by Alonso Lopez. Lopez's speed-up teammate. Diogo Moreira's had a strong start. He's already up into fourth spot. Where is Ayagura?
He's in sixth place. He's made a superb start. He already got ahead of Moreira and Arenas before they left the grid and crashed further back. That looks like an Aspar rider. Foggia down with, I think, Ivan Cavara down there.
Canet's through then into the lead. He's going in a little bit wide. Looked like he was maybe running a slightly offline into the Miller corner, but Canet then hits the front. He's got the two Boscascuras charging behind him. Big contact there, a big rub between Canet and Lopez as they attacked into Siberia. Door left wide open for Aldeguer to slot back up into second place.
Of course, all three of these riders, I guess, are eyeing up potentially second place in the World Championship with Sergio Garcia's demise lately. Garcia in 13th place at the moment. He's gained, well, a couple of places off the line, although two of those are from riders who crashed ahead of him.
Yeah, Agura will surely... No, Aldeguer! It looked like he was a little bit out of control there, going down into turn 10.
It worked.
Yeah, it did work. He'd had his heart in his mouth at one point there as Lopez now trying to capitalise on the contact between Aldeguer and Canet, and he does. Sweeps on the inside of Canet going into the final corner. Agura knows he doesn't have to be aggressive on Gonzalez because he knows the Motegi winner will have to serve that long lap penalty, so no cause to take big risks for Agura to get through on the Gresini rider.
Lopez back through into the lead, and Gonzalez has brought himself right into play now with this top three, although of course he won't be there for long. Canet also set to go through into second place on Aldeguer. Was it only me who was getting flashbacks to Aragon there when Aldeguer was sending a bit of an optimistic move on the inside? Of course, he tried on Dennis Sonchu back at Motorland and ended up crashing out altogether. We're riding on board here now with the 44 of Canet right behind us, and perhaps soon alongside us was Aldeguer, who set the fastest lap. Canet's decided to turn defence into attack, and he takes the lead.
What a shot that was. What a time to ride on board with Canet, nearly 300 kilometres an hour into the Doohan corner as he eased on through. Yeah, the team communication there from Gresini Racing to Gonzalez. Got to come into that long lap penalty loop on the outside of turn 4. We're approaching it now as Canet lights up that Pirelli rear tyre, sliding spectacularly through Stoner corner. Gonzalez then does flick into the long lap penalty area. Around lap 8 of 23 here in Phillip Island.
Yeah, Fermin Aldeguer was almost certainly going to win this race here. Last year had it stayed dry. Aaron Canet in the end beat him to second place, and once again Aldeguer is just prepared to trust the rider up ahead of him not to take his front tyre away into MG, and Aaron Canet just about gave Fermin Aldeguer enough room there, but Aldeguer looking rather impatient here. He wants to get through, and he now does get through.
That was tight, wasn't it, as they squeezed the throttle back on the exit of turn 11. It's a rapid burst of speed there now as you come on to turn 12. So for the first time in this Grand Prix, the big pre-race favourite, Fermin Aldeguer, has hit the front with the slipstream then. Can Canet respond? He's got it all on now, trying to hold on to second place with Lopez back in contention, and he runs in hot. There was a moment there on the front there, wasn't there, for Canet as he squeezed the brake going into the Doohan corner, and now we have a speed-up Boscascura 1-2. Canet's responding as he moves alongside Lopez in the braking zone for the Doohan corner, and Aaron Canet on lap 10 of 23 fires in a 1:30.943, a new race record here in Australia. Just trying to keep that pressure on Aldeguer, let him know he's there. We have seen Aldeguer make big mistakes in key moments, in key positions so far in 2024, so you can understand here, Canet just trying to ruffle the feathers of the teenager.
Worth keeping an eye as we watch on Agura's mistake. Canet has cut Aldeguer's lead in half, and he's now taking the lead already on this lap. He was 0.6 of a second behind when this lap began, and he's motored past Fermin Aldeguer.
So has Aldeguer then abused and chewed up those tyres too quickly? Has his own pace just been too hot? Well, now we're going to find out what Aldeguer's got left, because Canet hits the front then. Going to be 6 laps remaining here in Phillip Island. He has been able to sustain that pace in the high 130s. Over the line we go. Out of nowhere, Aldeguer...
They both dropped off.
Didn't just drop into the 131s. He was in the mid 132s.
Yeah, Canet did a 31.5, which is pretty slow by his own standards.
Well, the
but
pair of them...
Aldeguer has lost 2 seconds a lap.
The pair of them lost 1.6 seconds on that lap. Aldeguer. Down they go into turn 10. He was wide, and then Canet just eased on the inside. So that was a bizarre lap 17 as Canet dropped down to a 1:31.5, a full second quicker than Aldeguer. 3 laps remaining, just over 12 kilometres to go here in Phillip Island. Aldeguer so close he could almost reach out and grab the seat unit of Canet ahead of him.
Aegis is just going to run out of time here, I think, to catch Alonso Lopez. He didn't get enough time on the last lap. Look how close Fermin Aldeguer is as he now nearly runs into the back of us there through Stoner Corner. That's not going to necessarily put him close enough to attack Aaron Canet into turn 4 as Canet now goes wide and hands the lead on a plate to Aldeguer.
What a lap 21 of 23 we have here in Moto2 in the Grand Prix of Australia. We've got a faller in our headsets in the second sector. It's Alonso Lopez who has tumbled out of third place, and that of course is pushing Senna Aegis, the Australian, the home crowd hero, onto the podium. What drama then we've had on lap 21 here at the Miller corner in particular.
Well, Senna Aegis is now 1.2 seconds ahead of Ayagoro, who now moves up into an incredible 4th place. Won't win in the World Championship, but will put him on the brink. But Senna Aegis now staring at a first podium. He's got a 1.2 second advantage to manage over the final 2 laps.
Canet was much quicker, much better edge grip as he swept through the southern loop. Now they go through Stoner Corner. 145 miles an hour through turn 3,
here he goes.
And coming from a long way back. He's trying the block pass, isn't he? And Canet then, well, it's the corner named after Thriller Miller, and we have a thriller here in Moto2. No way through into Siberia for Aldeguer.
Well, the door was wide open and Aaron Canet decided, yeah, no problem, I'll ride through it. This is now approaching through the hay shed.
Turn 10.
We've got turn 10 to come. Surely Aldeguer can't leave this until the run to the finish line.
Turn 10 really is his only option in terms of the braking to try and fling himself back in front of Canet, maybe then with the slipstream. It is now or never for Fermin Aldeguer, and the victory in this Australian Grand Prix. They touch, they rub, they run out wide. Aldeguer was almost down. Aldeguer was almost on the floor. He picked it up on his knee and his elbow. His aggression, though, has paid off. He moves through into the lead. Out of the final corner we go, and it's going to be surely Fermin Aldeguer who wins a phenomenal Phillip Island Grand Prix here in Moto2. What an unbelievable finish. What an unbelievable last lap that was. And taking 3rd place here at the roar of the Aussie fans as Senna Aegis comes over the finish line, 13th to 3rd.